Hello and welcome to video 7 of 10 in my Python 3 crash course. Today we're going to learn about dictionaries and sets. A dictionary is a mutable collection of key pair values. It is like a list, but the items are pairs. We'll get into what key and value mean later. Sets are like a list, but they are unordered. That means the order of the items in a list do not matter. I'll explain this further later. And also, you cannot have duplicate items in a set. Alright, let me show you how you can create a dictionary. So I'll create a dictionary that represents a student's information. So let's call this student. And then with a dictionary, instead of using brackets, you use curly braces. And then you have key value pairs. So usually I like to structure them like this. I press enter, and then it'll automatically create a space between the two brackets. And now I'll create my key for my first item. So let me just create the full dictionary first. Alright, I have finished creating my dictionary. So an item in the dictionary would be considered this. And each item is separated out by a comma, just like in a list. And each item you see has a colon in it. So this colon separates the key and the value. So they can be of any data type, a string, a boolean, an integer, and they don't have to be the same data type in order to be a key value pair. So let me explain what a key is. A key is like an identifier. It tells you what the value will be. So like, since this key is called the name, I know that the value will be the name of a student. And since it says grade, I know that the value will be the student's grade. And a value is literally the value that's associated with the key. So Code Like a Pro is the name, 9 is the value associated with grade, and 3.9 is the value associated with GPA. Now, why is this useful? Well, you can call values using their keys. So instead of like using an index like a list, you can use the key with the key, which makes it easier. So let me print out the value of the name of the student. So if I print student, then just like with indexes, I put it between brackets, but instead of using a number, I put in a key. So that's the key name, and once I print it, it will give me the value. Do the same for grade. It will give me the grade, and GPA, it will give me the GPA. Now I'm going to show you how you can change the values in a dictionary and how you can add more key value pairs. So let me start by showing you how you can change a value associated with a key. So to get the value, you have to call it with its key. So it would be just like how we printed it earlier, but just without the print statement. So let's change the grade to 10. So we'll get the grade and we'll set it equal to 10. What this does is it changes the existing value of 9 to 10, and then once I print out the dictionary and run it, it will give me the entire dictionary, and as you can see, grade has a value of 10. Now let me show you how you can add another key pair value. So let's say you wanted to add the name of the school, for example. So let's get student, and it's the same exact syntax again. This time, instead of putting an existing key in here, you create a new one. So let's call this school. And then we're gonna set it equal to whatever value we want. So let's call it Los Angeles High School.
Arguments have 4 different types. They are positional arguments, keyword arguments, default arguments, and arbitrary arguments. We're only going to learn about the first 3 because arbitrary arguments are a bit complicated, but I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to learn more about them. So let me start by showing you what positional arguments are.
School, Los Angeles High School. Now let me show you another way to add key value pairs to a dictionary. So that's how you can add key value pairs one by one. But what if you wanted to add more than one? Instead of like doing 5 lines of key value pairs, you can do it all in one. So you can do this using the update method. So just like a list, dictionaries have a lot of methods, and the update method is one of them. So let me show you how it works. You use the update method on dictionary, then in between the parentheses, you want to create a dictionary inside of the parentheses, and then have that dictionary have whatever you want to add. So I can't really think of things to add to student. I'll just like do random key and values. So we'll have this one be A, and then we'll have the value be 1, and then B, three. And that's a dictionary with 3 key pair values. And now once I print out student, it should give me the dictionary with the 3 new key pair values I just added using the update method.
Now before we move on to sets, I'm going to show you 3 more methods that can be useful, and I'm going to show you the key and value keywords. So let me start by showing you the 3 methods. So for this example, I'm going to print student, and this first method is called keys. What this does is if you use it on a dictionary, it will return all the keys of the dictionary in a list. And if I print it out, it will give me all the keys. But now, if I use the values method instead, then it will give me all the values of the dictionary. And finally, if I use the items method, then it'll give me a list of all of the key pair values in the dictionary. This is useful if you want to quickly extract the individual keys and values in the dictionary. Now let me show you the key and value keywords. So I'll show you this using a for loop. So if we want to iterate through each key and each value at the same time, how can we do that in just one for loop? Well, we'll have 2 iterating variables separated by a comma, key and value. And then we'll iterate through the student dictionary. And then for each key and value pair, I will print a string that says the key is value. And if I run it, that is weird. Oh yeah, you cannot iterate through dictionary directly. You have to iterate through the items in the dictionary. That's where the items method comes in, because items returns a list. And dictionaries are not iterable, meaning you cannot iterate through them. You can only iterate through lists. So in order to keep the key pair values in a list, then you have to use the items method. So if we iterate through items instead, then it will iterate through each one and then do it. You don't have to iterate through key and value at the same time. You could also just iterate through key and value individually. So starting with key, and instead of items, we'll use keys, because we are not using both the key and value, we're just using keys. So we have to return a list of keys, and now it'll give us this. If I do the same thing for values, then it will iterate through each value. This makes iterating through things much easier using the key and value keywords.
Just like lists, dictionaries also have many methods that you can use. This video would be very long if I went over every single one. So I will give you a link in the description that has a large list of many methods that you can use on dictionaries. You can try them out for yourself, and who knows, some of them might be useful for you.
Now let me tell you what sets are. In Python, a set is an unordered collection of unique elements. That means it's basically like a list. It can store stuff, but the items do not have a particular order, so you cannot call them by indexes. And they also have to be unique. You cannot have any duplicate values. You can, of course, add or remove items from a set. However, you cannot change the individual items themselves because you cannot index them. Now, sets are mainly used for mathematical operations. I will show you these operations later, but for now, let me show you how you can create a set. So I'm going to create a set that stores numbers. Now, just like dictionaries, sets also use curly braces. And then I'm going to put random numbers, 2, 4, 7, and 9. Let that be the set. Now, how does Python know this is not a dictionary? Well, there are no key value pairs in this, so it is pretty easy to tell that this is not a dictionary and it is only a set. But what if you want a set that is empty? If you create another set called letters, and then you do this, by default, Python is going to think it's an empty dictionary. So how do we let it know it's an empty set? We can use this, the set method. If we do this, letters will just be an empty set. Now, how will you add things to that set? I will show you that next. So here are the 4 basic methods you can use on a set. Let's start with the add method. So if you want to add things to a set, then you can simply just use the add method. So let's say I wanted to add the number 5 to numbers. And then if I print numbers, it will give me the set of numbers, but with 5 added to it. Simple enough. You can even do this to empty sets, just like letters over here. If I print letters, then it will give me the empty set with A in it, so technically it's not empty anymore. Now let me show you the remove method. So if I remove the number 9 from numbers and then I print numbers, it will return the set but without the number 9 because 9 got removed. If I were to do this to an empty set, however, it would simply give an error because there is nothing to remove. Now let me show you the clear method. The clear method takes out everything from the set and removes it, basically converting it to an empty set. So let's do this with numbers. Using the clear method, I print it, and it gives me a completely empty set. If I try this with a set that's already empty, it will still give me an empty set. It just won't do anything. Now, for the final basic method, I will use the update method. So the update method is just like the add method, but instead of just adding things one at a time, it can add multiple things to it. So let me show you by adding a set to letters. So let's have this be A, B, C. And if I print letters, it will give me a set with A, B, and C. Obviously in no particular order because it's unordered. I don't even have to add curly braces when I update. I could just put them in straight up. To print letters again, for it to show, as you can see, it still shows me the 3 letters I updated. I can do this with sets that also have things already in them. So you can see all it does is it adds the new updated items into the current set.
Remember those mathematical operations I was talking about earlier? Well, I will save those for another video because they would be too long to fit in this video. And my goal is to keep each video under 20 minutes so that I don't bore you. So I'll create a separate video and leave a link in the description below. You should definitely check it out because even though it is not part of this course, it can still help you later when you're coding with sets because they are fundamental. So yeah, I would recommend checking them out. That is all in this video. Please like and subscribe if you don't want to miss the video I'm gonna make about the mathematical operations on sets. And be sure to hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I drop it. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video.